Hello. We are back for After Hours. Jeff and Julia, KSM Plus on your Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. We highly recommend you to download KSM Plus on your television because not only do you get this wonderful podcast, which I was informed today, we've done almost 60 of these, which blows my mind. 3 good ones and 50
questionable ones.
We have that archive there and then some other unique programming that you're only going to find on KSM Plus. But of course, we like it when you watch on Facebook too because you get to we call it the community cast, and we like to talk. Are you okay? We like to talk to the guy who's like.
Here's the deal. We just were talking about how much we're rushing.
Yeah.
And I was reading a comment. So I don't mean to interrupt. You just interrupted when you looked at my face and said.
I was like, oh, this isn't.
Her face looks questionable.
I don't think I'm connecting with Julia.
Well, at first I thought it was something else, but Steve said, "Hey, Jeff and Julia, USPS came through since your last podcast. Thank you so much for the note, the thoughtfulness.
Yeah, cool.
Proud member. He said proud to be a member of Koozie Nation.
He is part of Koozie Nation, which I know for a fact that Koozie Nation showed up at that new casino in Park City today.
Yes,
somebody was walking around the casino."
I love that.
With a Koozie Nation, Jeff and Julia Koozie, courtesy of the Dina. So
I think that's amazing. Part of me is like, because especially when I lived in Texas, I used to bring koozies everywhere. I loved, like, that was a thing in Texas, so I started doing it. But if I bring a koozie with our cartoon faces on it, I think that would be
probably
weird.
Be pretty bad. I would show you the picture, but we can't just show pictures. We have to get permission and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't go down the road.
But we should.
We should get permission. It's a good picture.
Yeah.
She sent a good picture. And so I digress. It's been a long week, and as you could tell, we had a lot going on the last 4 hours, and we almost didn't make it in here on time. I think we had
ran
2 minutes to spare before we sat down in front of the microphones.
Our wonderful CTV producer, Karina, said, okay, I'll wait for a mic check. And I sent her a text
We don't
back.
have time.
I said, I think we're going to wing it.
Yeah. So far, so good.
You were doing a few things over the weekend, and we briefly talked about it when you came in.
Let me check that real quick.
They are there.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah. Okay, go for it. No, I got it up here. I can do that.
You're doing it on yours.
I can. I just wanted to make sure which one was 1 and 2. Sorry.
Yeah. So what'd you do?
We moved. We helped move. My stepdaughter Tana is engaged, and her fiance is at sea. He is in the ocean. He's a Navy man, and he is deployed. And they have this wonderful place that they have ready for when he comes back, and they get married next year. And she's been fixing it up, and it's a fantastic place. Anyway, we moved some really large, heavy items from the basement of my house into her place. So yeah, it was fun, and I got a little picture. That right there is that's the trailer that we used. That is a sectional, and thankfully it came apart. And for those of you who've ever moved a sectional, you know what I'm talking about. And so anyway, because you go through the process of taking the sections apart.
That's why I'm giving you that look, because you said it's fun.
We had fun.
Okay.
There was excitement because I had not seen.
From who?
From me. I had not seen the place.
Okay.
I was excited to go, and we had a whole crew that showed up, and it took some preparation in the basement. You got to take off the hand railing to get it up. You got to take off the front door to get it out the front door and do all this
pivot.
kind of. Yeah, where you like stand it up, turn it, and move it around. We also had a table. I didn't take a picture, but we had a big, massive table. It wasn't a big table. It was very heavy, and then some other items. But she's been moving little things for quite some time, and these were like big items. And so we put it in, we set it up. It was a good time. It was a really good time.
A good time. Anybody who has ever moved would never describe a move as a good time.
I think it's mindset, right? Like I tricked myself into like being excited for it.
Okay.
I mean, and so you look at like, oh, I get to see her place. I get to help. I get to be useful. I get to be part of this. And so I was focusing on that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't focusing on, like the 600-pound sectional that we had to, get out of the basement.
You had to figure out how to pivot that.
And we had some friends of ours gave her all of this furniture. So it was super nice of them to do. And when they gave it to her, like 2 years ago, maybe it was last year, I don't remember. They had professional movers bring it to her house and unload it into the basement. So I didn't have to do anything. I'm just like, okay. Well, one of these days I'll have to deal with that. Well, that day was Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. And so,
I have moved so many times, and my sweet father has helped. That's why I'm giving you those looks of like, I would never describe it as fun. I would describe it with a lot of words, but all of them only have 4 letters.
What would those words be?
I cannot say them.
So I would say this. Actually, moving the small stuff to me is more of a pain than the large stuff. Like wardrobe and other things. To me, that is I hate moving those things more than like a big item, because big items are heavy, they're awkward, but it's like it's all there.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, but when you're doing bins of stuff and baskets of stuff and suitcases of stuff, that's just a lot. And then packing that stuff is no fun. Unpacking that stuff is no fun. And anyway, I didn't have to deal with any of that on Sunday.
That's
it was
great.
Just the big items.
That's great. And I know you said that you were having people help, but it was so cold. I mean, it's done now, so I don't want to complain through the whole thing.
Honestly, it was sunny and not windy. It wasn't bad.
There you go.
I mean, I was in the 20s, but it was not bad.
Yeah. You have a great attitude.
Thanks.
I hope my dad's watching.
How about you? You traveled again.
I did. I went up to Kansas City.
That's a long haul there. Did you fly?
No.
Just drove it?
Kansas City?
I don't know.
No.
Get on your PJ and.
That's only you. I don't have a PJ or a yacht or multiple homes.
I have pajamas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you drove? You drove it?
I went up to Kansas City and I drove it, and I feel like it's fun to explore like the little different things. So we went and we looked at Christmas lights.
Oh,
I know.
Look at that. You got the reflection going in the pond.
Yes.
Or the lake or the river, whatever the heck that is.
My boyfriend lives next to this like park. I think it's called Sarco Park, I think.
Did he help did he string the lights?
He did not, but he was like, let's go for a walk. And I said, well, it's cold. And so we drove there and then we went for a walk there. But we showed up and I was like, that's a move. So I thought that was cute.
That is cool.
Yeah, and cute to plan that.
I have a picture. It's not as great as that. I went up to the Greenwood counties this weekend for a day. I had to check on some stuff up in the Greenwoods.
I can see a little thumbnail, and I really hope it's what I think it is.
It is. It's one of my favorite counties, Greenwoods.
Let's see.
And I was driving out. So I was driving around the lake, a little Eureka Lake, a little tiny little lake up there. It's kind of more of a pond. But it attracts a lot of these things, a lot of these bald eagles.
That's what I saw.
So I took that picture as I was driving, and now here's the thing. There is a picture, and I'm not kidding, that's online and it was taken at Eureka Lake, and I don't have it for you, of 12 of those bald eagles. 12 of them in the same tree.
Yeah.
And the other cool thing about what I saw out there, and I don't go out there much in December, not only did I see that, there were these massive pelicans that migrate there and spend like a couple of weeks there.
Yes.
And I had heard that they were there. I saw them. First of all, I didn't realize how big a pelican is. They are massive.
Yeah.
And when I saw them on the lake, they were swimming around out there. They kind of looked like the inflatable floating like pelicans that you can buy. They were so huge. They looked like. I
didn't know they had inflatable.
Oh yeah, you can like get like a blow up thing, like a water toy. They're just oversized big. These pelicans were so huge. Which pelicans were nice, but the eagle was cool.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful, and I want to see the picture now. 12 of them in there.
That's probably the one I let go years ago.
Probably that's what that made me think of it.
Followed me around.
Yeah,
that's probably what's going on. Anyway. That was so eagle one day, moving the sectional out of the basement the next day.
Furniture the next. Look at you, a jam-packed weekend.
Little eeg furch. Eeg fern.
An eeg fern.
I had an eeg fern weekend. Little eagle, little furniture, little boop boop.
I don't know that one works.
It does
but
not.
we're going to keep trying that.
That is hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
That was your thing.
I did that today.
That was your thing.
I like that you're trying to bring that back.
I am. You got another pick, man. I see. What else? What else are you hiding? You're hiding something.
So I did Christmas lights, and then I just like getting to enjoy things in Kansas and getting to enjoy, I think, learning about Kansas. So we went to the Negro League Baseball Museum.
Love that
they
place.
had a ton of cool memorabilia.
Yeah.
I did not know that, just all of the history of Buck O'Neill, of the Monarchs.
Yep.
I didn't know anything, I feel like, that I learned. And I'm not a huge baseball fan. But you go through and you learn all of these things, and they have all of it. And then at the very end, they have this huge case with all of this Buck O'Neill stuff. And in the corner, you can see like the Presidential Medal of Freedom, just like incredible things.
It's one of the best sports museums in the country.
The shoes from the statue that got cut off over from League 42.
They're there.
They are there. And so I had seen all of this footage from the months and the years from covering that. And they, I believe, were dedicated either at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. And so it was cool to see a little piece of Wichita in there.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for you. I didn't know you'd never been, but
No, and I had been next door to the Jazz Museum and the Blue Room. And
Yeah.
so they also had free jazz that night. So we went over and saw that.
you had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Good for you.
No eeg fern, but
No eeg fern.
But it was great.
Okay. I like it. Good stuff, man. Good
Yeah.
stuff. I like sharing. I like photo sharing days like this. It's kind of fun.
That is a huge courtesy to Karina, who drops those in.
Yes, Karina takes care of us.
My dad said Julia is always torturing me with her moves. It's hard to do it with a happy heart. So that's why I was hoping he was listening and paying attention. Did you do it with a happy heart in the moment?
Yes, actually.
Did
I
you?
did, 100%.
Did
I mean,
you?
the people that we had helping were great. Good peeps. It
Oh,
was
because
good.
you had people helping.
Yeah, we had 1, 2, 3, 3 people.
Oh. Normally it's like
Three or
me and
four
my
other people.
dad, and he's like, "You're dragging your end of the couch."
I may have done that a couple times, but no, it was good. It was a good time, good people. It was great to see her new place when she finally gets to share it with her new husband, and when they tie the knot.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
I know that I was really invested in how it looks. I'm excited to see it. I hope
her
she
place?
posts it. Yeah, I hope she posts it
she's
on
been
social media.
She's working really hard on that, and it's fun. You guys know when you get older, when you get to see younger people like take, a high interest in something, and then they go like, this is like, it's been her priority, and she's worked hard at it, and she's been able to do a lot of painting and organizing, and it's just been great.
Do you help with any projects?
Like what, with her?
Yeah.
No. If she asked me, I would, but she's so, man, she's like, she's got it. She's got everything figured out.
Meh.
Yeah. For her age, she's 6. She knows everything.
Yeah, she's 6.
She's not 6. You're like a 6-year-old with a sectional like that? No, she's a tremendous human being.
But it also is like, sometimes you need help with the house. Like sometimes you get a skunk in your crawl space and you're like, I don't know how I'm getting that out.
Oh, well, like little things. For example, the battery in her key fob, died. So I changed a key fob battery. Like little stuff like that.
Not
Sure.
like electrical work. I'd be calling you being like, hey, we have an electrical project.
Here's the deal. Her future in-laws know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like
so she's not calling you.
They are, I mean, just highly skilled people that can do anything that needs to be done. Man, probably a little bit like your dad. Guys that can come over and be like, oh, I'll rewire that outlet. Bleep.
I know now that they are watching, and my mom is probably dying laughing.
That's the sense I get.
The
from your
best part of him is that he will always help. They do not always turn out the way you have envisioned it.
It's the being there, showing up. That's what it's about, showing up.
One time we were on road trip. They would stay, and how grateful I was that they would stay. And he repainted part of my bathroom cabinets for me.
cool.
But when he took the doors off, he put them back on and the doors didn't shut. So when he's like showing me this great thing that he did, and I said, that's super cool. Will my bathroom doors ever shut again? And he said, I don't know, but like, look at how great the color is. And I said, okay. And my mom said, no, they have to shut. You need to fix that. You need to go back. You need to figure out how to sand it down, and you need to fix that. So definitely with a happy heart.
Good, yeah.
So, and are you
Are
you that like? How's your follow through?
My follow through's okay. I have a very good sense of like my capabilities.
Yeah.
Like, I know my limits. So if there's a project, I'm good at identifying before the project gets underway that this may not be something I can handle. So for example,
Okay.
I already know that cabinetry, even putting hardware on cabinetry,
Oh yeah.
is not something that it's clearly something I would screw up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, before it even begins, like, and a lot of times someone will say, "We'll just YouTube it." And I'll tell you exactly how to do it. I'm like, okay, and then you go to a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys do this, but you go to a YouTube video to learn how to do something. Like maybe it's simple, and you think it's simple. It's like whatever it is, and you're looking at the videos, and there's probably 10 videos that'll tell you how to do it. But I always look at the length of the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it's a 10 or a 20-minute video, I'm like, this is out of my. I'm looking for like that 3-minute deal. Like,
7's the most I'll do.
That's tops.
Yeah.
So I look at the length of the video. I'm like, man, if it's taken them 25 minutes in an edited, tutorial, I can't do it.
It's not for me.
That's not for me.
Yeah.
So I look at the length of the videos.
I did buy patio furniture, and I assembled it myself. It took hours. And I thought, this is going to be the last time I buy patio furniture. This is it. I will not be doing that again.
Yeah, it does get. And also, I find it gets a little worse as you get older, a little bit.
Yeah?
I think so. Because you're not as, I don't know, especially putting furniture together is kind of like, do you ever do that? Like you put something together and there's like a whole bag of hardware left over and you're like, I don't really know where this is supposed to go.
Yeah, the whole patio furniture
and then
set.
You're like, should I keep this?
Yes, and then I've got like a bag of bolts.
Yeah, but then you're like, these bolts must mean something.
No, I never
think
that.
And then you're like, okay, there doesn't say there should be any extras. And then you're like, should I keep it? And then the furniture works just fine and it looks great.
Yeah.
You're like, I should just throw these out. But then the minute you throw them out, you sit down, they're little, the leg goes a little crooked, and you're like, that's where that bolt should have gone.
No.
Then you want to put the bolt in. But the way to put the bolt in is you have to take everything back apart. Have you ever done that? Have you ever had that problem where you put something together wrong? And like a TV stand, and it's done, and you're like, wait a minute. It's like, like the painted part of the wood is like hidden, and you see that, and you're like, I put that in wrong. And then you have to go back and take everything. That's never happened to you.
Well, my toxic trait is like, maybe that will happen, but I will be like, oh, wow, that's crazy. They sent all these extra bolts. Or, oh, wow, that's so weird that the black furniture has this like weird like little part that wasn't painted. That's not, I didn't do that. That's weird that they did it that way.
That's weird that they did it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to live with it this way.
Yeah, so that's why I'm giving you that look of like, no, not one time has that ever happened to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've tried to pass that off before, where I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. And then others would be like, dude, you need to.
That's the cabinet doors.
You
Oh,
need
no,
to
the
go
cabinet
back.
doors look better.
Yeah,
they don't close.
I've tried that. And I've tried to get around that, but I've had to go back and fix things.
During that house project, he did send me a text message as we are out on this huge work trip. And those days, they're 12-hour days.
Oh, was that when this happened?
Yeah, and I get a text message that said, do you want the bathroom doors? Do you want these?
Do you want them?
Or do you think that it would be better without them?
I think it looked really good without them.
And so, like, I might have had like 2 minutes in between. So, and I'm like, I absolutely, unequivocally would like those bathroom doors. Yes, I need those.
Okay.
But do you think it's a tactic to be like, they will eventually stop asking, and then all of a sudden we're like 30 years in, and I'm like, no, I get the bathroom doors don't shut, but I would still like the help.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
And they were like, wow, I thought I'd wear them down by now.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm glad he went back and fixed them. He did fix them, right?
My mom said you have to go back.
Did he, though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Okay.
they're amazing now.
Okay. They shut great?
They shut. They're amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Doug is watching this, and he has a daughter, and he's like looking into a mirror of like, is that what it's going to be like on house projects? Yes.
Didn't somebody go to Great Wolf Lodge? No one of our viewers go to Great Wolf Lodge?
Yes,
earlier?
Christine, but I don't see Christine on.
She's probably still there spending money.
I bet you she is still enjoying it.
How can you not?
Let's see.
It's GWL, man.
So Dina said, Julia, you got to check out Isle of Lights in Winfield.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I've heard about that.
Yeah?
Yeah. You've been there. You just haven't been there when it's been lit up. Because I think it's that park. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh, really? Okay, I know.
I could be wrong, but I think that's where it's at.
Jacob said Isleland Park in Winfield has a very good Christmas light show. So that must be the same thing. Marty said, cool picture, Jeff. Dina said, yes, brown pelicans are in Kansas. And then Doug said, saw on your gram, such a killer museum. Very well done.
These pelicans were big and white.
Yeah.
But I guess, are they brown? Are they called a brown pelican? They probably are.
I don't know.
But they were white and massive.
I know what you're talking about. And I know that Kansas has it's apparently like a great spot for bird migration. So if you're into birding.
Yeah, well, I will be in about 10 years.
Yeah, give it time. Yeah. I think you picked that up in your 50s and 60s.
I'll be there in about 2 months.
Yeah.
Let's start birding.
Karina said, I am a big do-it-myself person. Doorknob needs replacing. I tell my husband, go play with the dog so I can do it.
Okay.
Doug said, yeah, man, not here for the documentary on home repair. I'm here for the 3-minute Cliff Notes version on YouTube. That's what I agree with.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I need to do a 7-hour home improvement project, but I need you to tell me how to do it in 2 minutes.
Have you ever changed a toilet bowl flapper?
Is that like the little gel thing?
No. What are you talking about?
I've done plenty of toilet-related projects.
Have you ever taken the lid off of the tank to
Yeah.
see inside?
Yes.
Okay, the flapper is the rubber thing.
Oh,
it could be plastic
like
too.
the bobber?
It's not quite the bobber. It's the
Okay.
thing that flaps
yeah,
shut.
yeah.
Have you ever had to replace one of those?
No. Not
Okay.
that I'm aware of,
Have
but
you
I've done a
ever-
ton of projects where I've held the flashlight.
Have you ever had to replace one of the toilet pumps? Basically, it's the pump inside the tank that fills the tank after you flush and then stops.
I think so.
Have you had to change one of those?
I think so.
It's a little more involved. That's messing with, the seals on the bottom. Have you done that?
Yeah, I have done stuff like that.
Okay, that is something, and I'm bringing it up because that's something that everyone should learn. And those of you watching probably already know what I'm talking about because that I was not prepared for that in adulthood because those things wear out. And you're like, why is this toilet running? Or why will it not fill? Or why does it keep, And so I have changed in my lifetime now as I get older. I can't even, it's countless flappers and pumps. And I mean, it's just, and I'm glad I learned how to do that.
If she asked you to do house projects, because you've done a ton, and I'll ask you random things.
Yes, I've changed her flapper.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things that, and I wish my son, he's at K-State right now taking finals. But
Sure
that's just something that, I know, exactly. Sucker. That's something that everybody should learn is just like, if you're younger, you never have, like, learn how to do that. Because a plumber will charge you like $200 to come out and do it.
Yeah.
And it's like $6 job. It's just a part. It's so easy. But that's something that, you would want to learn how to do.
There's like a ring under so that you have the whole toilet. And there's like a ring that's supposed to be like gooey.
You're talking about the wax ring. So
Yeah, the wax ring.
You're talking about actually replacing an entire toilet.
I've done a lot.
You've actually installed a wax ring.
No, I've helped. So I have this vivid memory, and I wasn't young or old. I wasn't young, but
Right.
I have helped with a lot of projects. I'm the flashlight holder.
Okay.
I'm called the PA, the personal assistant. So I'm not leading the project, but I'm support. And oftentimes I'm the youngest in the family, so I'm the only one with the little hands, right?
Okay.
So when there's a job for the little hands, it's time for me to shine. And I have this vivid memory of my sweet father, who's the best dad in the world, getting super frustrated and not yelling, but raising his voice because is the wax ring stuck? No, it keeps falling off. What do you want me to do?
Dude, by the way, that sucks. I have put in 2 toilets with the wax ring.
Yeah.
And both times I'm I'm not ashamed to say it. Both times the wax ring after a couple of weeks failed.
Oh.
And I ended up both occasions having a professional come back and do it.
Yeah.
And they've been fine ever since.
My wax ring worked.
See, well,
I
good
got
for
it
you.
to work.
And they make, what are we going into this? They make different wax. They make like the wax ring. Then they make like a synthetic wax ring that's made out of like a polyurethane or like a plastic. So there are all these different things that you can do now. But it's, I'm not good at that. I could tell you for a fact I'm not good at replacing a toilet, the entire toilet. The wax ring thing gets me every time.
Yeah. We got it. We figured it out.
You did? Okay. And it hasn't failed? You're good?
Not to my knowledge, but that was a long time ago. They might have replaced that toilet by now.
That's the problem is when they fail, you don't really know until like a week after they fail because it takes a while for that water.
What does it mean when they fail?
It's not sealing.
Okay.
So the water is leaking. So the water's not going down the drain. It's coming out.
Yeah.
And then eventually it'll seep out underneath your toilet. And the reason you don't know for a while is because a lot of times there'll be a little bead of caulking around the base of your toilet. And so it takes a little bit of time for that water it'll eventually come out. And then that's when you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then at that point you better call somebody.
Here's the deal. You say like, oh, I wish my son knew that, or I wish whatever.
Yeah.
I agree. But I also know, like, I am in the generation of, like, here's what I know. I know I can call my dad, and my dad will be able to fix it. So are the doors going to shut? No. But is it going to be fixed, and is it going to be painted, and it's going to look good? Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. I do not have that skill set. I am not crafty. I'm not handy. I don't have that. So I have to be able to figure out a workaround. It's just different generations.
I get that. Yeah. I'm not a DIY guy, though, either.
You're pretty handy enough that my dad will say, "Ask Jeff."
I am, but I'm not. I know my limits. I know my limitations. I'm fascinated with how people that are so skilled that can do things that I'm amazed at, whether it's carpentry, tiling, building a house, like little thing like plumbing and HVAC. Like those things fascinate me because it does take a tremendous amount of schooling and skill to do some of those things at that high level.
Yeah.
So I know my limitations, but on occasion, I will be forced to just figure it out myself. I'll be in a situation where it's like, all right, man, like you got to figure it out right now. No one's coming to help you.
Yes.
No one's coming to save you. And those are situations that I've been pretty successful at figuring it out for the most part.
I feel like I totally relate to that.
Yeah.
Of like, I know, like I can call my dad, but my dad doesn't live here. So I better be able to figure it out myself.
Yeah.
I did have a front light burnout of my car, and you noticed it, and you said, I will help you. It's just like a quick, you pop it off, I'll help you. I can't remember why. I think I either kept forgetting or whatever. And my dad said, go to the AutoZone and walk in there and tell him I need help. And so, by golly, I did. And those nice people, not one person shamed me, and they helped me. But it's in order to get it done. It's like you have to have no ego and no pride, and you have to walk in there and say, I need help. And I tipped the person. I gave the person cash in exchange for it. But they didn't know I was going to give them cash, and they were really, really, really nice.
I'll tell you what's more difficult now on vehicles. You mentioned the headlights, which they're making those things more difficult to change, FYI, on certain brands. But like even like windshield wipers. Are
on
some vehicles they're very complex.
Yes.
And the bracketing and the way that Tana had a windshield wiper that went bad, and I'm like, I'll take care of it. I got this.
Yeah.
Oh no, it turned into a thing, and
Yes.
I had to take it somewhere and get the. And I think that's what they do. I think they've made it. I'm not being accusatory. I'm being accusatory, and I don't have any evidence to back this up. But I have this feeling that people that make things difficult on purpose. So you have to take it to somewhere.
Hazmat tin foil hat. Yes.
Yes. So that's what I have that.
But it's
just my
not
feeling.
like they came out and said Apple was slowing down your iPhone, and they had to stop that. So they do that.
But like with a windshield wiper, it's
Yeah.
like, why do you got to go to the dealership to get the windshield wiper replaced? Like it should, in my opinion, like in the old days, you either like it comes out of the slot, you put a new one in, or you pop it off and pop a new one in. It just doesn't work that way anymore. It does not on some vehicles.
But now it's all, you need a windshield replaced, and people have like the fancy things where like the windshield has the sensors.
That is the other thing. Yeah, you think you're like, oh, I'm like so proud of my new car. No. Then you get a chip in the windshield and you take it in and they're like, well, that's gonna. We got to calibrate the stuff. Calibrate?
Yes.
We're like, yeah, man, you got to calibrate it.
Don't you know? You bought this fancy car.
Bought it. That'll be a $6,000 windshield repair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a crack in my windshield, and it's not a crack. It's just like a little chip. Should I repair it myself?
You should. And here's the thing. A dealership won't sell a vehicle with a chip in a windshield.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to sell my car.
No, but I'm saying eventually, if you ever do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that you can buy.
You're supposed to say, no, don't do it yourself.
No,
go have it done.
That's easy to do. That's easy. That's it. Or you could call somebody and they'll come out and charge you $200 and put a little filler in it. But
you think I can do that on my own?
I do if you do it properly.
Should I try it on my own, people?
I think you should. And make a video, a tutorial. Make a 20-minute tutorial on how to do it. I'll watch it.
No, you would not.
Yes, I would.
Actually, you would watch it and you would laugh so hard.
I need to figure out how to fix this chip in my windshield.
Karina said, my husband tried to replace my windshield wipers once, cracked my windshield.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's a racket.
Yeah.
It's a racket.
26-year-old Olivia said, house repairs are the worst. We had a flood at the lake and the company we hired to fix it. It's still not done. January 1st, it'll be 3 years.
Oh. Yeah, maybe that might be time to cut bait, move on.
And then Doug said the rubber alternative to the wax ring is the coolest thing since Whataburger spicy ketchup. I'll never use a traditional wax ring ever again.
The good thing about that is funny. The good thing is that if you are somebody that's going through several wax rings in your lifetime, it might be more about maybe where you're at, where you're living, and your toilet system.
Yes.
I mean, like if you're replacing a wax ring like I'm just saying.
Often.
Typically, they last a long time.
Here is, I have 2 comments, one from Dina, one from Doug, but here's the thing. Today in the 4 o'clock, we will often like tease after hours. And I said, I saw the graphic, I saw the topic, but I couldn't remember specific details of what we had talked about. And I said, do you remember? Well, if I have to tease it tomorrow and I'm like, hey, watch After Hours. We talked about toilet wax rings. We hope you join us.
Yeah, we talked about toilets and egg fernge.
An egg fern, yeah.
So we didn't get to it today. We're going to get to that tomorrow. But I got you a little something.
Oh, we're not going to do it today?
We're not doing it today.
Okay.
No, but we don't. I want to. I don't want to take. I don't want to do it today.
Kay.
Is that okay with you?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've not opened it, so I can open it with our friends.
I've been wanting you to open it all day.
I know, but it's. I feel like it's better when it's organic, and it's like not when we're doing it for a second time.
So I got. This is perfect for our community cast because we have 26-year-old Olivia. We've got people in their 20s.
Yes.
We got people in their 40s, late 40s, really late 40s.
I like that you're like 40s confidently, and in my mind I was like, really? And then you got there.
We have a variety of age groups in our community cast, and I've got you a present which was supposed to be delivered by your birthday, and it took like 5 weeks for this thing. I don't know where it came from, but I'm excited.
Me too.
To play along with this article that I purchased for you.
You had said, "Oh, it's going to be perfect for the podcast," and I thought, okay.
Well,
I doubted, and then I saw it, and I was like, "It's perfect for the podcast."
First, she saw it, and it says something on it,
and I said,
and you're like, we can't put that on the podcast." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's fine." And she goes, "No," and then she looked again and goes, "Oh, it doesn't say what I thought it said."
Yes.
So it's clean. We're good. It's all good. Yeah, I'm excited. It's kind of I don't want to give it away, but it's kind of.
Don't give it away.
I think. Well, I think everyone will get something out of it. Like yes. I think there's a benefit tomorrow if you watch After Hours. I think you'll get something out of it. You'll learn.
There will be a benefit for everybody.
You'll learn something.
This is, I think. I don't know if this gives us like the confidence that we don't need. Dina said, "Is it me or does anyone else love to see how J&J conversations unfold? We started with weekend doings. lights, and now toilets. And then Doug
It all just falls
said,
into that.
it's why I'm here. Devolution of topics is a personal fave.
We started out thinking we were going to we'll plan all these.
We
do. And we do.
Considering I have the calendar
Well, you
and
do.
I'm the one saying hey, what do you think about this? And I'm planning. I'm like, we plan it because it causes
We do.
stress.
And then it's like it's like one thing, and then it just devolves into podcast gold, right?
Oh yeah, if you like toilet rings, we
wait till
are the
tomorrow
podcast for you.
Yeah, watch us for more toilet tips.
Oh, or toilet whatnot.
What's your biggest toilet disaster? Meaning, have you ever had an issue with a toilet that was just one of those things that it disrupted your whole day or your week? Have you ever had a moment where you're like, man, this is a problem and it needs to be addressed now, and I don't have time? What is your biggest toilet fiasco?
When we were growing up,
I got one.
we had a toilet paper war in the house. We were young. It was before COVID, before toilet paper was astronomically expensive. And so it was me, my sister, and I think a friend or a cousin or whatever. And we had this toilet paper war. Well, my mom was sleeping upstairs. And now as an adult, I'm like, I get why she was mad. But we had the toilet paper war in the house. We were cleaning it up. And I don't know why my sister said we're going to flush some of the toilet paper.
Oh, no.
Well, so much was in there. Of course, it floods the first time. So we flushed it again. It floods the second time. So it's already flooded in the bathroom. And my sister is in the shower with the dog and the friend. And she's holding Maxine. And she looks at me and she said, Julia, if you don't flush the toilet again, Maxine is going to die.
Oh, no. How old were you? 20?
I was at least 25.
Are you serious? Okay.
So I flush it again, and it floods all the way into the kitchen. It won't stop. We have to now go wake up Mom. My mom is pissed. And for 30 minutes, I'm getting chewed out about this thing, and I'm sobbing, and it's not my fault. And I just cannot breathe. I can't get it out. Then my sister said, Mom, I have to come clean. It was me. I told her to do it. Well, after half an hour of being angry, she wasn't angry anymore.
Yeah.
And she said,
oh, it's okay.
It's okay. Accidents happen. I'm glad you woke me up.
Oh, wow.
And that was my worst toilet experience.
You know what's funny?
And the dog died, but years later.
You know what's funny is that everybody watching, I would imagine it's a universal feeling when you flush a toilet, especially if it's not at your house. And you see that water starting to rise. It's starting to rise. It's starting to, you know what I'm talking about, right? And
we all know that.
And you have that, okay. And then you're in your mind, you're like, all right, I need to make a decision I got 3 seconds. I'm going to make a decision. Do I think it's going to stop at the rim? Or do I need
It never stops at the rim.
Sometimes it does. Or do I need to take the lid off the tank and manually shut the water off? And you got to make that decision 3 seconds, because it's but that feeling of oh man, because the water's rising. I've had a couple of those situations, but my biggest toilet disaster was 2 of them. One was the wax ring failed.
Yeah.
And I'm flush the toilet, and I'm getting ready, and this is water coming out from under the toilet, which is you just don't want to see that. The other one was I replaced the pump in the toilet. There's it's like the water pump that pumps the water after you flush. The float goes down. It pumps water in. Anyway, that's attached through the tank, the bottom of the tank. Mm-hmm. And there are 2 rubber grommets there, seals. I don't want to go into all of this, but anyway, long story short, when I was messing with the tank to install this pump, where it attached to the toilet, that toilet was 15 years old, and those rubber seals had deteriorated so much that water just started pouring out of the tank from where it bolts onto the toilet, in addition to where I was installing. And that's one of those situations where it's I have to address this now.
Right now.
There's this has to be done today. And so I had to go to Lowe's and get the hardware, and I didn't know what I was doing. I had to YouTube. Anyway, long story short, I got it fixed. But that was a 4-hour, you think you're going to go in, 10 minutes, I'm going to fix this thing. That was a 4-hour chunk of time. Although I do think having the toilet overflow and then you flushed again and it overflows again, terrifying.
I think your point, it's terrifying if it's not your house.
That's even worse if it's not your house.
Here's the I've never seen a toilet to this day flood the way that one did. It went all the way into the kitchen, and they're not necessarily next to each other.
Oh.
And I didn't know toilets could flood like that. So when you're sitting there and you're at the house and it's not your house, don't flush it again.
No, don't flood, never.
You know what I like to do, and I'm going to admit it. Dina already said on this, what happens on the podcast, what happens on J&J stays on J&J.
Mm-hmm.
I have, you know how it rises and then it goes back down so you can't tell? Like the next victim can't
you just
tell.
And then you walk in after it floods, you go, what'd you do?
Yeah. I have absolutely waited for the water to go down.
Wait, man, you didn't tell the homeowner? Like, hey, there might be an issue in here.
Absolutely not.
Oh my
People
gosh.
are there.
Oh my
The
gosh.
next person.
Did they go in and...
As an adultier adult, like someone who's now I would consider an adult, but like at 20, I'm not going to say I'm an adult at 20 or at 18 or 19. I don't know what to do at 19. I absolutely will let somebody else, an adultier adult, figure that one out. That's none of my business.
So you did not, you didn't say anything. You let the other person go in there and... Okay.
Yeah. Dina said, I grab a plunger like I'm on the line in a war, which I totally understand that.
Yeah. But sometimes, and Dina knows this, like if you're at somebody else's house,
they
may
have a plunger.
not have a plunger readily handily available. And I remember, because it's unsightly sometimes, people don't want to have that big old school rubber plunger sitting there.
Yes.
Although I'm like, that's a necessity.
Yeah.
You should always have that readily available.
Toilets differ. And the reason I say that is because I lived in 4 different dorm rooms in college.
Okay.
There was one where every single toilet on that floor always, you could look at it the wrong way and it would clog.
Oh, man.
So I got really good at plunging toilets, and none of my residents knew how to plunge them. So then you have to teach other people. But everybody had that same problem. So now I'm always worried, like some toilets are more susceptible to clogs, I guess, than others. And like nothing is in there. It just clogged.
I really did not know that we were going to go into like a 20-minute
bit on
toilet talk.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's going to be the title, Toilet Talk.
Toilet talk. Karina?
It's either Toilet Talk or it is
Eagle.
Eggfern.
Eggfern. Or it's
Wax ring.
wax ring. Christmas lights.
No, Christmas lights. I showed a photo and no one was impressed by my photo. I'm like, cool.
It'll be Christmas lights. If people will tack on it, they'll click on it and be like, wow, what's your worst toilet adventure? Okay, we're running out of time. I need to take a break or something. But tomorrow, you're going to tune in tomorrow because we got this cool thing that I got you, and you guys will get something out of it. So thank you for watching.
Just like you got out of the toilets.
Yeah. Have a great night.